Nagbabalik tayo here on Kababyan Today. Ako po si G. Tonji. And now let's go to a phone call. Kasama natin mula sa Gardena, kasama si Saturnino. Hello, Saturnino. Nandiyan ka ba?
Okay. Nandito ako.
Okay. Nice to talk to you again. I know we've spoken to you before. Ano po yung tanong niyo ngayon?
Magandang hapon sa iyo, G.
Magandang hapon din. Ano po
Magandang hapon din sa inyo, attorney.
Good afternoon. Ano po yung tanong ninyo?
Ang tanong ko, kasi may green card ako.
You have a green
expiration. Bala ko sana umuwi ng Pilipinas. Baga ka ako, hindi na ako makabalik. Makakabalik pa kaya ako? No expiration ng green card ko. Pero hindi ko pa nire-renew. Ano yan? Makakabalik pa ako?
So he has an expired green card. He wants to go back to the Philippines. What's the likelihood that he can come back?
You want a percentage? Probably 100%, but they will make it very difficult. So what happens when you travel on an expired green card, you don't lose your status on the card. The card is just an evidence of your status. You can think of it like a passport. When your passport expires, you don't lose your citizenship. Your evidence of your citizenship is expired. So what happens when you travel on an expired green card is that when you come back, they'll look at it, they'll say, this is expired. They'll send you over to secondary probably, where you have to get more questioning. They have to look it up. They'll probably send you over, they make you fill out an application right there and then to renew your green card, hours and hours processing, and they'll let you in. But they won't not let you in, but it will make it very difficult. It's always better just to apply now before you travel. Because even if you apply now before you travel and they send the approved card, they can just mail it to you in the Philippines. You can re-enter with that card.
Okay, so make sure that you have it before you travel.
That's always
okay?
best.
All right, kasama natin si JR mula sa Whittier. JR?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Ano po yung tanong ninyo? What's your question today?
Ang tanong ko po ay, ako po ay isang illegal at nagtatrabaho rito sa California. At ginamit ko po yung Social Security number ng father ko na matagal na pong patay. Kung ako kay maging illegal, makukuha ko po ba yung mga
Ano pong makukuha nyo? Okay, so we lost him on the phone, but his question is, he's been here undocumented. He used the word illegal. We're trying to stay away from that word or the word TNT. We don't like to use that word, but undocumented. But he's been using the Social Security number of his father, who has passed away. If he decides, or hopefully one day, to legalize his status, what is the likelihood that
he can get his Social Security benefits or payments that he's been going into? And that's a really good question. And in all likelihood, he will likely be able to go ahead and get the credits. So in order to get Social Security benefits, you do have to be legal here in the United States. And so if he becomes a green card holder, a U.S. citizen, and other individuals in this situation who may have used a tax ID number or actually a Social Security number, but has never legalized, you can usually get the benefits once you obtain your proper documentation. In his situation, however, it becomes a much trickier situation because what he's actually been doing is committing Social Security fraud. And that is a whole other situation because at that point it becomes a criminal matter because he is knowingly using a deceased individual's Social Security number. And so, sure, you may be able to get the benefits, but it may then cause problems on a criminal matter.
Right, okay, so you have to weigh your options at that point. Okay, we have Blandina with us from Carson. Hello?
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Ano pong tanong ninyo ngayong hapon na to?
Well, regarding my mom petition on my brother, and it's been a long time. Actually, she never forward the naturalization form. They're asking, and it's she forgotten for a long time already. What's the best things to do?
Okay, so they seem to have lost their naturalization form. They don't know what the status is. What are their options, Richard?
Well, I think that she's asking kind of two questions that's kind of impacted. One is that she's had communication from the National Visa Center requiring certain documents which she can't find and has then not produced to the NVC. This goes back to the earlier discussion about always communicating with the National Visa Center and making sure that those communications don't go without communication longer than 1 year, because then that could impact the continuing the viability of the petition that was filed. So she needs to continue to communicate with the National Visa Center, even if she doesn't have the documents. If she's lost her naturalization certificate, you can request that the service reissue the naturalization certificate to you.
Okay.
And there is a form and a process to doing that, and they can do that, and you can have a duplicate naturalization certificate issued.
Okay. All right. We are taking your calls. One last segment here on our show. Make sure to call us, 1-800-553-5724. We'll be right back.